everyone who's not on. All right, guys. So today we are going to be going over Tuesday. So let me go ahead and share my screen so that I can show you guys how to find our schedule again. So if you go to classdojo.com, and you can go to your student account, your parent account, both of those will have it. So your parents can find it for you, or you can find it for yourself. Ms. Dominguez, you can see me going to Class Dojo, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. So then once you're logged into whatever account you have, so I'm going to go to my classroom. Ms. Dominguez's classroom has it as well. You're going to click on Class Story. And then if you scroll down to Sunday, I think Sunday was the 20th, I believe. If you scroll down to the 20th,
no, not the 20th.
The 22nd.
Sunday. Yeah.
So the 22nd is where you're going to see U5, which stands for Unit 5, W1, which stands for Week 1, and then March 23rd to March, and then this should say 27th, and then OLA stands for Online Learning at Home. If you click on that PDF, it's going to show you guys your schedule for this entire week. Now, we went over yesterday, Monday, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to do Tuesday now. So Tuesday, on Wonders Connect Ed online, you're going to find your little book, and I'm going to show you how to do that again. You're going to read pages 338 to 341, and that's going to be the comprehension strategy and skill, the genre, and the vocab strategy. And then your turn practice workbook, which is going to be this book. Can you guys still see my face right now? It's going to be this book, your turn practice workbook, and you're doing pages 207 to 210 today. Okay, so let me show you
in my class, they may have been ripped out already for you in the packet, but you do have them.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. So yeah, if you're in Ms. Dominguez's class, they're already going to be ripped out, okay? So this is called Reading Volunteers. You're going to answer the questions. Now, realistic fiction. How can you tell that this text is realistic fiction? What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can ask one of you guys. Raise your hand physically if you know what the genre of realistic fiction is. I saw Eliza's hand first. Eliza, what is realistic fiction?
It's when like a character might be real, or like it might be in a real place.
Very good, but it's but fiction means that it's made up, right? So realistic fiction means that it's a story that could happen in real life, but it's a made up story. So for example, I might say, after the video conference, Miss Park went outside and she walked 3 miles all the way to the ice cream store. Now, are those things that Miss Park could actually do? Could I walk 3 miles? Yes. Could I actually go to an ice cream store? Well, maybe if they were open. So that's all realistic. It's things that I could actually do, but it's fiction because it's made up, because Miss Park is not going to walk 3 miles. All right. So thank you, Eliza. The next thing is going to be the how to get, or let's look actually at the next 2 pages. So the next one is going to be the suffix. So the suffix "ly" means, let's see, who knows what the suffix "ly" means? Okay, I see Enzo's hand. Enzo, you need to unmute yourself, love. What does the suffix "ly" mean?
In a way.
In a way that is perfect. So for example, if I said, she slowly walked to the grocery store, then that means she walked in a way that was very slow, okay? And so can you answer the next 2? The suffix "full" means?
Full of.
Very good. So if I said she is beautiful or he is beautiful, then that means full of beauty. And then what does the suffix "less" mean, Enzo? For example, like careless.
Without.
Very good. Without care. So if I say I was careless enough to leave the back door open, that means I was without care to leave the back door open. Very good, guys. The next thing you're going to be doing is your draft model, and you're going to be using descriptive details. And then the last page is going to be where you circle the topic sentence, draw a box around a detail, underline the conclusion, and write a plural pronoun. And plural pronouns are any words where
Like teeth. Excuse me, I didn't mean that. Like he is one person. How do we say for more than one person being there? Would it be him?
Nina, do you know what would be for more than one person?
If I said he, but I had 2 or 3 boys there, what pronoun could I use? Okay, Enzo, do you think you know?
Them.
You can answer, hon.
He did.
Them.
I didn't hear him. I'm sorry.
Them. What about if it was, how about Caitlin? What about if it was he went to the store, but there was a bunch of people that went to the store? What would you say?
They went to the store.
Very good.
Awesome, guys. All right, let me go ahead and continue with what we were with the how to find the stories now. So I'm going to go back and show you guys this list. So here you guys need to read pages 338. So what I'm going to do is, remember, you can go to the Whitman website, because the Whitman website has all of them. And then once you get to the Whitman website, you're going to go under students and find Connect Ed. And remember, the Connect Ed book is going to be your ELA and science book. So once you're in Connect Ed, you're going to log in. And then remember, your logins are going to have my ABC. And then you have to have a capital ES in front of your password. And then you need to click on the blue swordfish. That's going to be your ELA book. Once you click on your ELA book, and I just realized that I need to go into a student account so you guys know what I'm talking about. So let me go to a student account. And then you're going to go ahead and click read. Okay? Read is where the story is going to be. Now, tomorrow, you guys are going to be reading Grace for President. That's right over here, okay? For today, you need to go to a difficult decision, because that's going to be your little book, okay? It's not going to show you exactly like it's not going to say literature anthology or anything. So you need to click on it. So this is why these YouTube videos are important. And then once you click on it, it's going to tell you the page numbers. Now, Actually, I think I exit out of the screen. So here, so Ms. Dominguez, can you tell me what are the pages they were supposed to read for Tuesday today again?
For Tuesday, they're to read, it says reading 338 to 341.
So what I'm gonna do is either I'm going to use these arrow buttons to flip the pages to get to 338, or down here, you can actually write the page numbers here. So if I type in, let's say I want to get to 330, I'm going to type in 330 and click enter, and then it'll take me there. And then if I want to go back to 338, I'm going to click enter and it'll take me there. So you guys are going to be reading about summarizing point of view, and then you're going to be reading about realistic fiction and suffixes. And I do want you guys to actually write these in. We're not going to be checking them, okay? We won't be checking them, but I think it's going to be a very good practice for you guys. So for example, this one, let's listen.
Your turn. Use suffixes to figure out the meaning of the following words in a difficult decision. Careful, page 337. Hopeless, page 337.
So then you guys can turn back to page 337, and then if you click on this notepad, then what you're going to do is you can actually turn back, read it, and then you can write. So careful means full of care. And then hopeless means without hope. And you click submit, and then you're done. So that is not an assignment you have to do. That is only for practice, only if you feel like it would benefit you. Okay, Miss Dominguez and I are not going to be checking to make sure you're doing it. It's optional. It's only if you want to do it, or if your parents tell you to do it. All right. The next thing we have is going to be, I think that's all. So I think the next thing is going to be Pearson, correct, Ms. Dominguez?
Yeah.
All
And Pearson was the video 15.8.
Perfect. So then let me show you, for those of you, I know some of you guys just were able to log into Pearson. So let me go ahead and share my screen again so I can show you guys Pearson this time. For Pearson, we have, let's see, you're going to go to Browse. You're going to find 15-8. So I'm going to go to topic 15. So this is for those of you who have not logged in yet, so that here's a little refresher course. And then you're going to click on 15-8, and the video you always start with is going to be your visual. So I'm going to click on the visual, and you know what? Because we have some time today, why don't we watch the video and then do a little short, quick math lesson today? Can you guys hear my audio? Let me see. Can you hear that, Ms. Dominguez?
I can.
Okay.
Now nothing. There is no audio.
Okay, that's fine.
Which path
So
is
I'll just read it.
There it goes.
Which path is longer? How much longer? How is measuring one of these paths different from other paths we have measured? So as of the last couple lessons, you guys were only measuring paths that were straight. And these ones have two different areas that's going. One is going like straight, one is going to the side. The path is not straight. It has two straight parts that are connected. How can we find the length of one of these parts? Measure each part of the path, then add the parts together to find the total length. Why do the parts have to be measured separately? The parts have to be measured separately because they are not straight lines. A ruler can only measure straight lines. Line up the ruler with the blue path. One part of the blue path is about 3 centimeters long. Okay, so remember that, 3 centimeters.
Yeah, don't use the inch side. Look what they're using on your rulers.
The other part of the blue path is about 4 centimeters long. Add 3 plus 4 to find the total length. And then can you just show me with your fingers what is 3 plus 4?
Good.
Perfect. 7. The blue path is about 7 centimeters long. One path of the red path is about 2 centimeters long. The other part is about 6 centimeters long. How long is the red path altogether? I see some of you guys putting 8. Very good. The red path is about 8 centimeters long. Which of the paths is longer? You can subtract to compare lengths. So you're going to subtract 8 minus 7, because you always start with a bigger number in 2nd grade. And then, so what is 8 minus 7? 1. Very good, Caitlin. So that means, so the one that is longer is the one with the bigger number, so which is the red line. So the red shape or red line is 1 centimeter longer than the blue one. The blue path is about 7 centimeters long. The red path is about 8 centimeters long. The red path is about 1 centimeter longer than the blue path. Perfect. So that was your guys' video for math. Let's go ahead, and now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing your workbook pages. Now, all of you guys, your workbook pages have been separated out. It's not in your workbook for this week. So if you cannot find your workbook pages for some reason, if you go here and you click reteach, you can do it on your computer. And you can print this out. You probably will have to print this out though, because you have to measure it if you can't find it. If you can find it, if you have the pages, great. If you can't find it, you will need to, but if you don't have a printer, that's fine. Just make do with what you have. Maybe you can create your own lines and then you can measure them out that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next one, which is going to be, we are on 15-8, correct, for Tuesday?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then the next one will be the practice. So you'll measure these lines and then circle a path that's longer. And then if you have a lot of time today and you think that was super duper easy, you can also even do the enrichment. And usually these ones are a little bit more challenging. Okay, so the enrichment you can only find online. We don't have workbook pages for that. And then you can also even do the different center activities. So the center activities are fun things that you can do at home. So you can play this with your parents, your siblings, whoever's at home with you. You get 6 red squares and a ruler marked in centimeters. Put numbers 1 through 5 in a bag. Pick 2 tiles, or you can write them on a piece of paper. Find 2 objects next to those tile numbers. Using your ruler, you're going to measure those objects to the nearest centimeter. So you can use any of these things. If you can't find a light bulb, then use something else. Okay, so that's just a fun little activity you guys can do at home. When you are done and you've learned everything and you understand it all, you are going to click classes. And then yours will look different than mine. This is a teacher account. And then you're going to go ahead and look at all of the different lessons. So today is 15-8. So I only have 3 people that completed it. And then remember, if you don't get 100% on these digital quick checks, that's okay. We are not grading you on your digital quick checks. The only thing we're going to be grading you guys on for math is your tests. And your test is on Friday, okay? So the digital quick checks, we are not grading you guys on. And then you will also have a practice test right here, topic 15 practice test, and we'll put those on for you guys soon. And then once you guys are done with that, then you guys are going to be taking your online tests, okay? So,
that counts.
Sorry?
That one counts.
Yes, and those ones your parents cannot help you with. All of the other ones your parents can help you with, but these ones, the online topic test part 1, the online topic test part 2, and the online topic test students must take independently, these are all going to be done. Oh wait, I don't know why I put 4. So let me delete 2 of those, but you're only going to be taking 2 tests. One is a digitally enhanced one and one is an online one. So I'll make sure I delete those at the end of this video. So that's gonna be for math. The next thing you guys have is science.
Are you able to get into science, everyone, and where to go?
Perfect. So for today, you guys are doing pages 32 to 34.
Inquire.
And it says to do it with an adult, okay? So 32 to 34. This doesn't look right. Wrong book. Right here. 32 to 34. So it says earthquake. Sometimes earth shakes. This causes many changes to Earth's landscape. Use a model of an earthquake and a landscape. Observe changes to Earth's surface. So if you do not have any of these items at home, or if your parents are really busy or they're still working and you need to be able to do it on your own, then there is a video available online so that you don't have to do it at home. So let me go ahead and show you where to find that video for today. So you're gonna go to Connect Ed. And then remember, if you don't know the website, you can do it from, what is it? From Whitman website. And then you're going to click on Inspire Science. Mine's over here, but yours should be on this side.
The other side, yeah.
You're gonna click launch. And then yours will look a little different than mine, but you should be able to go to browse your course. We're in Unit 3. And then you're gonna click on the 3 nails, okay? Eliza taught me that. So they look like little nails. Hi, Paul. Click on the 3 nails, and then you're going to click on Lesson 2, Quick Changes to Earth's Landscape. Once you click on that, you can open up all of these. If you click Expand All. And then I'll have a little bit more than you guys, but that was the phenomenon that you guys watched yesterday. And then these are presentations and ways that you guys can watch all of the different activities. Add to student page. I'm gonna add this to your student page and include it in your presentation, assign, so that you guys can watch this. So I'm gonna make the start date today. I'm gonna give you guys until the 27th to do it.
That will help you.
And then I think I can just make it 0 points.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
could give it one for watching it. Inquiry.
Now, you guys will all see this under your assignments now. So all of you should be able to see it under assignments. And then what you'll do is you're gonna watch this video. I can even.
Oh, this
In
is
this lesson, you'll use evidence to explain events that quickly change Earth's landscape. Let's look back at the video.
So this is the video you guys are gonna watch at home. Now, if you choose to do your experiment, then you're gonna just follow along with it. If you choose that you can't do the experiment for any reason, then just watch the video and you should still be able to answer all the questions. So for example, one of the questions says to draw your landscape, label Earth's surface, the trees, and the buildings. So if I zoom, let me see if I can show you guys the next portion of this video.
And a strong earthquake, and observe
Oh, there you go.
water, cubes, and twigs or craft sticks. To complete this activity, you'll create a landscape model. You will then action. What will happen to a land?
Okay, there it is.
Place the aluminum pan in front of you. Fill the pan halfway with damp sand. Use your spoon to shape a small mountain from the sand. If your mountain crumbles shortly after you make it, then you'll need to mix a little bit of water into the sand. Flatten your mountain once your sand is able to hold a shape. Try to keep the sand in the pan and clean up any sand that lands outside of the pan. Place twigs in the sand to model trees. We substituted craft sticks for the twigs. Use the cubes to make several buildings in your model. Draw your landscape and record your data by labeling Earth's surface, trees, and the buildings.
So you'll do that on page 32.
When you finish drawing and labeling the landscape sides, gently shake your pan back and forth once or twice. Record your observations.
So you can record your
When you
observations
finish recording
just
your
by watching
observations,
that video.
reset your landscape by straightening your buildings and trees. Select Continue when you're ready to move on. Now, hold the pan the same way you did before. Shake the pan a bit harder. This represents a stronger earthquake. What did you see this time? Was it different from what you saw with a gentle shake? Record your observations. Select Continue.
And then so you're going to
Include
continue
all the
that.
changes you observe. When you finish drawing your landscape, select Continue.
And then you will continue to watch that video. So that's going to be the inquiry rewind that you guys need to do for science today. If you choose not to do the experiment, that video shows exactly what's going to happen anyways. And so you guys can answer all of the questions numbers 1 through 10, okay? The next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is your writing. Now, we went over your writing yesterday, but just so that you guys remember, you need to write for 20 minutes. You can do it on whatever you'd like. You can fill out slides in Google Classroom under your selfie writing. And then remember, in your selfie writing, you need to write a paragraph, which is about 5 sentences or more, okay? So we want you to be writing paragraphs, not just 1 or 2 sentences. You're gonna go into Google Classroom, it's gonna be under selfie writing. If you complete all of those, you can add your own slides, okay? So you can watch yesterday's Monday video to see how to do that. And then if you want to write in a journal, that's perfectly fine too. I know some of you guys feel more comfortable writing paper and pencil.
Okay,
Then you're going
excuse me, my children are going to write in a journal.
They have both. I already assigned it on Google Classroom.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
So yeah, you guys can do it either way. Miss Dominguez's class, Miss Park's class, you guys both have it. If you choose to do it in a journal, you can write whatever you want. It's up to you. I do want you guys to practice writing paragraphs, and we want you to try to write at least 1 informational, 1 opinion, and 1 narrative writing each week. So for example, let's say yesterday, Billy did a diary entry. He said, on Monday morning, I got up and I made pancakes for myself and I did my homework and I did all of this and it was such a fun day. Okay, so he does like a regular diary entry or journal entry. Tuesday, which is today, he might choose to do an informational. Maybe he's gonna learn about earthquakes and he's gonna write a paragraph about how earthquakes work. Wednesday, he might choose to do an opinion. So he might say, I think that blueberry ice cream is better than strawberry ice cream, and he's gonna give us 3 reasons and 3 examples and a conclusion. On Thursday, he might write a narrative writing. He might write about how the aliens came from the planet of Wonkerton, and they came and destroyed all of the bubbles in the world, okay? And then on Friday, maybe you decide to do a selfie writing in Google Classroom. So you need to at least be doing 1 informational, 1 opinion, and 1 narrative each week. It's gonna help you guys in the long run, so please do so. The next 2 things are going to be for technology. You're doing your 5 things, which you guys should be used to: a practice spelling test, a practice vocabulary test, grammar mechanics, which is going to be under games in Connect Ed, and then words to know, which is going to be under just words to know in Connect Ed. And then the last thing you guys have is your 20 minutes of activity. Now, just so that you guys remember how to take your practice tests, I'm going to show you guys how to log into Spelling City and then into Wonders. And then if you have any questions, Ms. Dominguez and I will be here for you guys, okay? So let me show you guys Spelling City. You're gonna go to spellingcity.com. It's also on the Whitman website. And then you are going to log into your student account. Let me see if I can log into a student account for you guys. I don't know if I have, maybe I can log, oh, you guys actually will sign in with Google, right? So you're gonna sign in with a Google account. And then let me use another account. I am going to log into Kira's, if that's okay with her. Kira_Fernando at myabcusd.org. And then her password is going to be her birthday. So let's say that her birthday is July 24th, 2012. Then it'll be 2012-07 for July and then 24, okay? So that's how your password's gonna look. That's not Kira's password because I don't want you guys to know her password. So I'm gonna put in her password. And then it should take you right in. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. I know some of you guys are having troubles with Spelling City, so let Miss Dominguez and I know if you are. Now, once you're in, it's gonna have 2 houses on Monday through Thursday. Friday, you'll see your assessments. You're gonna click on List and Games. And then for spelling, you need to click on spelling, and then under the spelling orange banner, you're gonna click on test. And then after you click on test, you're gonna click the practice spelling test. That's gonna be the white box. Do not ever click on the regular tests. those are only, those we actually never touch. You never touch this brown or this yellow one, because on Fridays, Ms. Dominguez and I will always post your assessments for you. So just always remember, you need to do the white one for spelling and the blue one for vocabulary. So let's say you take your practice spelling test, then you're gonna scroll down, click on vocabulary, you're gonna go all the way to test, and then you're gonna click on the blue one. Always do the practice one for vocabulary. Once you've done those, you can play, and you've done your grammar mechanics words to know, you can play any of these games. Now, I recommend, and Ms. Dominguez probably recommends as well, that when you play the games for spelling, if you click games, you only play the spelling games. The reason why is because those are gonna help you understand and learn your spelling words the quickest. All those other games are fun and you can play them whenever you want, but if you're really trying to practice your spelling, then only play the spelling games. And then the same thing for vocabulary. You're gonna go to vocabulary, click games, and then you're gonna click on vocabulary again, and you're only gonna play the vocabulary games for vocabulary. You can play the other games during like your computer free time, but when it's technology time, like for the classroom, we want you guys to practice that, okay? The next thing I'm going to teach you guys is going to be Connect Ed. And then for Connect Ed, you guys are going to click on games. Now the grammar mechanics games are sometimes challenging. A lot of times you guys come up to us during class time asking us how to do certain things. So if it's not making sense, you can message Ms. Dominguez or I, or you can ask your parents for help. Your parents can help you with any of these practice games. So once you guys are in, you guys are going to click games. That's down here. Now, you're gonna see the words grammar right here and the mechanics right here. You're going to follow the instructions, and then remember, whenever you click on these, you always need to expand the screen to see everything. So if you don't expand the screen, sometimes it won't show it all. So to expand the screen, I'm using a MacBook, so it says it's a green button. I'm not sure what color it is, but that's gonna expand the screen so that it's the entire screen for me. Okay, and then same thing for mechanics. Make sure you expand the entire screen. You can also play any of these other games and wonders. I know some of these ones are like matching, some of these are like sorting. So these ones are super duper fun too, and you guys can do that during your technology time. And then the last one is words to know, and it's going to be this red box with the W on a block, and that's going to be words to know. And then this is going to show you all of your vocabulary words for the week. If you click on each one, it's going to have the vocabulary term. Sometimes it has a video.
Champion. A champion is a person who has won a contest.
And then if you click on routine, it'll define the word, give you an example, and then ask you, what is a synonym of champion? And I want you guys to continue to ask yourself those questions and respond. If you have a hard time reading some of these words, because these words are a little bit challenging and hard to sound out, you can click on the buttons up here. Champion. And it'll read it to you.
A champion is a person who has won a contest.
And then you can just
Maya won the game.
Use the arrow buttons to go through each of the words, but make sure you're doing both the routine and the example. If you aren't doing both the routine and the example, you're not going to be able to see the pictures or sometimes the videos, and those are going to really help you understand those words better as well. For PE again, you guys can do any activities that you want. I really think that's all for today. I think we literally covered everything. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. Again, for Thursday, you have until Thursday to figure out a way. So if your parents are still going into work, or they have access to someone who can drop off a printed copy, maybe like a neighbor who has a printer and wouldn't mind printing out these for you and then maybe putting it in your mailbox, then it would be nice to have this, because on Thursday, Ms. Dominguez and I are going to be reading you the story and highlighting it. Now, Helping Miss Park is your test. I gave your parents access to both Helping Miss Park and to Prairie Dog Rules. The reason being is because for your test, I want you to be able to highlight it, because you guys seem to do better when you can highlight the questions yourself. So Helping Miss Park, that one, you guys need to do it on your own. Your parents cannot help you highlight. Your parents cannot read for you. And then Prairie Dog Rules is the one we're going to be doing together as a class on Thursday from 9 to 10. And again, Miss Park's office hours or whatever this is, our Zoom meetings are going to be every day, Monday through Friday from 9 to 10. If you miss it, then I'll always record it. And then Miss Dominguez usually will hop on with me. And then if she wants to do her, if you want to do your own Miss Dominguez, then, you know, you're always more than welcome to
Oh, thank you.
another time as well.
Is everyone happy? What's the matter, Caitlin?
I'm going to end my recording. And then if you guys have any questions, you have about 10 minutes to answer
Well-
all the questions you have, okay?